Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Liwanag. It was another successful event here at the Black River Bridge, but of course, the true heroes are the people of the community. Founded by Judy Burns, this is a nonprofit organization dedicated to serving people living with cancer. All week, we've highlighted the process of childhood cancer. We've learned about diagnosis and support groups. The Battle of the Paddles was a special treat for the community as they kicked off the 4th of July weekend. The slow bike ride was a perfect way to celebrate and encourage healthy living for all ages. We often take it for granted, and here in the Great Lakes, we step outside our homes and we are surrounded by clean water. But just a couple hours away, south of Alpena, the city of Flint is dealing with the water crisis.
Well, I was just shocked because I'm thinking, here in Michigan? I mean, we're the Great Lakes state.
The situation has made national headlines since Flint made the switch from Lake Huron to the Flint River as the city's main water source in order to save money. But the corrosive Flint River water included high levels of lead, which created a range of serious health problems.
Here we have a real need, even in our own state, of people who don't have safe drinking water.
Now, All Saints Catholic Parish in Alpena is stepping in to help Flint.
I contacted Father Joe and asked him if this was a possibility, if we could do this and involve the parish. And he was eager to help. And so we immediately put it in the bulletin, made announcements in church. I'm amazed at the number of people from the parish that came in to give donations.
Within just a week, the church was able to raise over 100 cases of water, and these will all be making their way to Flint tomorrow morning.
It's just wonderful that people care enough about others to want to do that. And they've gotten together and they've mobilized the parish, and they've had that throughout this week to try to get everyone to be involved. That's always wonderful to see, seeing people being taken care of.
It just reminded me of how generous people in this community are. And I think the satisfaction with everyone of knowing that it's going to a good cause.
Even though the water drive is over, the parish is still collecting monetary donations to continue with the efforts to help Flint.
This is an ongoing effort. This is going to take months, years. And so don't give up on it, even if you're tired of hearing of it.
I think any of us would want to have somebody reach out to us if we were in this situation.
In Alpena, Neil Liwanag, WBKB News. We begin a three-part series on childhood cancer. Cancer is a major disease in the United States, and according to the National Cancer Institute, over 15,000 children are dealing with cancer. Tonight, we feature a family with a son who was recently diagnosed with cancer. It's one of the most severe diseases anyone can have, cancer. For Eric and Kelly Hunter, it was just a normal day for their son Paxton after a game of t-ball.
During t-ball this spring, he had developed a limp. We thought he sprained his ankle. So I wrapped it, iced it, gave him ibuprofen around the clock, and that didn't heal for weeks.
With a lack of improvement to the ankle, the Hunters took their son to the hospital and doctors implemented a blood test.
We got a phone call from a doctor who had taken the blood from Paxton, and you know, we didn't know anything was wrong with the first call. She said, well, when can we talk? And I said, we're not going to be back in town until tomorrow. Can we talk tomorrow? And, you know, that instantly put a little knot in my stomach. Like, what can't she tell me over the phone?
The doctor then called again, and this time it was a call that changed the family's life.
This can't wait. Paxton has cancer in his blood. You need to take him to U of M tonight.
The Hunters questioned as to why this happened to them despite their healthy background.
The thing that's still frustrating is with both of my children, I don't believe in fast food. I don't like processed food. I don't like anything that's unhealthy for human beings to be around. I just don't know why it would happen. You know, why it would have happened to him being in good health and, you know, eating right, exercising, not being around hazardous material or anything. So I don't know, it's really shocking.
Even though the family's doing all they can to care for Paxton, ultimately they have a mindset of peace that they will overcome this battle.
Faith, yeah. Faith in a higher power and you know, faith in everything happens for a reason.
Paxton is doing great and receives weekly treatments at the University of Michigan Hospital. According to cancer.org, a lot of progress has been made in treating childhood cancer, but early detection is key.
I just think if Paxton never would have sprained his ankle, or if I never would have checked up on that leg pain, which was a symptom of leukemia, was bone pain. A tip from me would be to push for a yearly blood draw to check for things like that. If you can catch it sooner, you just have a better odds, you know, you have a better chance to beat it before it gets too aggressive or turns into something else.
In Alpena, Neil Liwanag, WBKB News. The Thunder Bay International Film Festival promotes world-class films to Northeast Michigan. This year, the International Film Festival expanded with new themes and events.
This is the first year we've added new venues, we've added new activities, so there's a whole day of kids' activities. The new venue, we had Shark Night at the Thunder Bay Theater. The film festival has been such a success that we're able to include more and more community members, more and more community partners.
These films illustrate how much we are connected to the ocean, and they present the history of the Great Lakes with research and education.
Well, I think, you know, we have a whole new set of films every year, and so I think that's what keeps people coming back. It's going to be something new, something fresh every year. We have new filmmakers visiting every year, new activities, over 40 films.
This is our second year here. We had another short documentary that played last year as well, and we really enjoy this festival.
The Thunder Bay International Film Festival attracts people from all over the country and even across the world.
We have a great connection with the community of southeastern Sweden. They are very similar to northeast Michigan in that the shipwrecks are preserved in a very similar environment. They have visited before and have looked at Thunder Bay and Alpena as a great example of a community that embraces their maritime heritage.
This is a great place to be the center of all of these water-based documentaries. You know, we are surrounded by water here in Alpena, and there's just so much to do on the water and to explore with the shipwrecks and the sanctuary here, and it's a great place to come visit as well.
In conjunction with the San Francisco International Ocean Film Festival, this is one of the few film festivals dedicated to ocean-related independent films in the country.
Now, you're not going to see these films almost anywhere else. The San Francisco Festival travels to only 4 other places in the entire world, and we're one of them. It goes to Hong Kong, it goes to Vladivostok, Russia, and it goes to a place in Australia and Boulder, Colorado, and here we are in Alpena, Michigan.
It's really wonderful to have so many people support us and be interested in our film.
We're just really honored to have these films here, and we're really, I think, quite privileged to be able to share them with the community.
In Alpena, Neil Liwanag, WBKB News. Well, that will do it for tonight's show. Be sure to catch us tomorrow night at 11. Good night, everybody.